Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com, and in today's video it's kind of an impromptu shoot. I was installing some of these Pylex 50 screw-in piles, kind of a DIY type pile, and I thought, hey, this is actually a good idea for a video, so set the camera up here quick. Luckily it's kind of shady here, so the lighting shouldn't be too bad, and I'm going to show you what to do. So I've already put one in over here, right here, and I've got a second one to stick here. I don't know if you can see, when I figured out my placement of the piles, I stuck about a 3-foot piece of 10M rebar into the ground, and my thinking there was that would just help guide me straight. I just pushed it as straight in as I could, pounded it in, because it should ride right in the bottom of this elliptical pile right here. Anyways, I don't know if it'll help or not. I didn't seem to have too much trouble with that last one as far as going crooked. Rebar's right here. So I left it sticking out about 3 inches. So before I get started, I just need to remove this. There's a bolt on the side just holding this piece in. And that's just for shipping purposes, so we'll remove that. And then we can pull out this bracket. This is what your 4x4 sits in. And take off this bolt. There's a bolt here for final adjustment for your height. You want to save that, we'll need it after. And then the top of this 50 pile, these guys didn't send me this or nothing. I bought this at a local store. So the top of this is square, and so is this piece here. So the two fit together, and you'll see why in a minute. So then I can put my tube of my pile on top of that rebar. And now, because these two pieces up here lock together, I can use this bracket to turn the pile. Okay, so I'm just going to stick a scrap piece of wood in there. I'm just putting some downward pressure and then twisting it into the ground. And that auger flighting there kind of deal on the bottom will help draw it down into the ground. And the first little bit you don't feel like you're going anywhere, but it is going down. And just as you're screwing this down, you just want to basically try to stay as plumb as you can with the pipe. Okay, so you're going as straight down as possible. Applying a little bit of pressure, but once it kind of gets bit in there, it pretty much is just threading itself in. It just needs the action of turning it around. So round and round we go. So once you get the pile down to about 12 inches out of the ground, what they recommend is you take a block, 4x4 would be the best, and a big hammer, and give this 3 or 4 good blows. And you just want to check that it's not going, it doesn't drop an inch or whatever. So I'm just going to put that there, measure to this sticker. I've got 2 7/8 to the sticker. I'll give this a couple good pounds, and as long as it doesn't move more than an inch, I think I'm good. Yeah, that definitely moved more than an inch. So I think what I'm going to do is add an extension onto this one. Which, if I can get this off now, come on. So that comes out. There's an extension that goes onto here. Supposed to. I didn't need one on the other one. There we go. And I'll screw that down in there a little bit further. Just making sure that's tight down on there. Now, I didn't have to use an extension on the last one, so let's see. It says to put this set screw back in. I'll be honest, it's kind of a cheap little set screw. I don't know really what that's going to do, but is there actually a notch on this thing that should fit into? Nope. I'll put it in. Personally, I don't know what this set screw is going to do. It doesn't even thread into there, so. Okay, well, forget that. Put this back in. Twist this a few more times. And go a little deeper. Okay. Whew, let's try that again. I'll give it a fourth one just for good luck. So I went down actually just to my inch, so they don't really specify an amount. They just say make sure it doesn't easily move into the ground. But in my mind, 4 good smacks like that, and it's moved basically an inch. It should be good, and that will also kind of pack the bottom to kind of set you a base. Now, in my situation, I just have a 5x5 landing here. I really didn't need these, but I kind of wanted to use them for a future project, and I was just curious on exactly how well they worked, so thought I'd use them out here. So once you have your bases where you want them, you can put your nuts back on, thread those back on. You want to have at least 3 inches of this thread in this tube. So that's going to leave you with about 2 inches. That'll slide up in there, yeah. About 2 inches to play with, so it gives you some adjustment. So then I can level these, in my case, these two to each other, and get my post set, and away I go. So hopefully that video was helpful for you. Like I said, I've never used these before, but they're pretty easy. Luckily I didn't hit any rocks or anything. If you hit a rock, you're kind of hooped, but that'd be with any pile. And I've used Pylex products before, but not this particular one, so it was interesting just to see exactly how these work. I don't think there's too much else I can tell you. I'm going to get on with building my small landing here outside the door. Please click the like button, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Go check out the channel. We've got hundreds of videos there. So there was about 4 minutes of me going around in circles that you can speed up while I ride the merry-go-round.